Hello everyone, this is Boricua Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. In the last episode, we were still investigating this case and unfortunately there was an earthquake at the end, which we know affects Edgeworth but will also endanger Maya, who is still trapped in the inner temple. So let's continue on and hopefully she'll be alright. Oof. Okay, so let's get a move on. We've got to hurry to the inner temple and... Right. What are you doing here? Ugh. How could I have... What happened, Edgeworth? Are you okay? How do you expect us to understand if you don't speak up? Yow! Hey, why am I the one getting whipped? She's gone. What? No! The defendant, Iris, she's gone. Wait, what? Gone? Sorry, I'm still talking with that accent. Gone where? She fled. She escaped. What? Uh-oh. That doesn't seem like... wait, what? So, it was just now, during the... It's easy to see Edgeworth's one and only weakness. His fear of earthquakes. I should have known better than to escort the defendant alone. As soon as the ground started shaking, everything went dark before my eyes and I stupidly passed out. That incident haunts you to this day, doesn't it? Aw, poor Edgeworth. That's no excuse for letting the suspect get away. I can't believe I let it happen. Right, the inner temple area is a dead end, so she only could have escaped to this side. We haven't seen her. Then we need to get a manhunt underway now and search Eagle Mountain from top to bottom. Wait, Edgeworth, have you thoroughly checked the inner temple yet? Don't be ridiculous. Why would I? The inner temple is like an island. There's no way to escape but to cross. No, that's not it. Iris isn't the type of person to run away, Edgeworth. You should know this because you were the one who was defending her for a while. Come on, man, have a little faith. I guess that's just the prosecutor in him. What are you talking about? Sister Bikini mentioned something when we were with her. She said that the sacred cavern might have caved in because of the quake. Then you think Iris might have gone to the inner temple to check on the situation? Listen, Edgeworth, I'm sure she's at the inner temple. A manhunt is not necessary. Right. Let's not waste any more time. We need to get to the training hall sacred cavern now. Alright, let's go. Watch her be there. Because she's a good person. Fortunately, the sacred cavern didn't cave in. Oh, thank God. Maya's safe-ish. But what we found was something none of us would have ever expected. Wait, what? Holy crap! What the heck? How can there be even more locks? What is the meaning of this? Iris? Sorry, I said it as me, but Iris! Iris, please tell me. What the hell is going on? Ah, shoot, we were this close to a bit... I had a feeling. I should have just continued last time. Stupid Binks. Oh, well. Ah, well. It's not like we're shifting to another location. We're just continuing right where we left off. Right, is this what Godot was talking about? Yeah, the trick locks. Now then, Iris, please remove these at once.
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm afraid I can't. It's not possible for me.
What? During the earthquake, when the cavern was in danger of caving in, Iris escaped. And I know that there was only one lock when I last came here. Then who the hell put the others?
So you're saying that you can't undo the new locks? Yes.
If only I was stronger. Edgeworth, you thought you could, like, what, rip apart the chains and locks yourself? I'm just imagining the super buff Edgeworth now. That would be so weird. Oh my god. And it was at this day, yeah, it was on this day that Edgeworth decided he would become a bodybuilder. Edgeworth, how are you feeling? You look a little pale in the face. Like you're worn to talk with your face all green.
Miles Edgeworth, go and get some air. I'll watch over the suspect. You go and get a grip on yourself.
Don't be ridiculous, I'm perfectly fine. Of course he's not fine with you whipping him.
There's no telling what sort of mistakes you could make in your current state. Go and get some rest. That's your only concern now, Miles Edgeworth.
Understood. I'll handle the investigation in the garden. You take care of things here. He's doing his emo pose. Edgeworth. He's got so much pride that he's probably off crying in a corner of the garden. He's like, I'm not crying, you baka.
Pride is simply another trap that hinders us in our lives.
Girl, you are the most prideful person I know.
That said, one must have pride to be effective on the job. At any rate, it seems that this is where we part ways, Phoenix Wright. I'm going to stay here and see if I can't help solve these bothersome puzzles.
Girl, all you need to do is call Professor Layton. He'd be like, a puzzle. Ah, man. I would like to play that game for this channel. I would love to do any Professor Layton games, or even the Professor Layton and Phoenix Wright crossover, but that's on the 3DS. So, boo. Ah, well. I see. Well, thanks for your help. Now then, do you mind if I ask you a few things, Iris?
No, not at all.
Alright, let's talk, girl. Like, what is going on with these locks? Oh, about the escape, okay. Why did you make a run for it, Iris?
I'm sorry. I heard the inner temple had been severely shaken by the strong earthquake we had. I was so worried. I just had to come and see. In other words, you didn't run away to escape the law. At least we're clear on that. I can't tell you how relieved I was when I saw the sacred cavern was all right, but... But what? Then I saw these chains here. I saw all these extra locks that someone had put on the sacred cavern's door, and... Who in the world would have done something like this?
Yeah, that's strange.
These trick locks are a sacred treasure of the Korean tradition. There are hundreds of ways to set them. That's why only the person who set the lock can open it.
Dang. But can't you just cut the chains? Seriously?
And you aren't the one who set these locks.
I don't think it's that simple, Franziska von Karma. When we were here the first time, there was only one lock. But now, somehow, there's 5 of them.
What does that mean?
It means that someone wanted to secure the place even more. And they wanted to secure it before you got here, Iris. Presumably because they wanted to make sure Maya couldn't get out. That's freaking almost like murder, because she's freezing in there, so leaving her in there, it's like effectively killing her, so yeesh, whoever did that, may God have mercy on your soul. You're going to hell. This means that Iris can only open one of these locks, the first one.
Yes, that's correct.
What? Iris, try to think, please. Isn't there any way around this?
Well, like I said, there are hundreds of different ways to set these locks. I suppose if I went through every combination with each one, I could remove them.
Damn, that could take forever.
But it will take time, won't it? Yes, about a day, if I had to guess.
Oh my lord. A whole day? Do they even get to take breaks to, use the bathroom or eat or sleep? Jeez. A whole day.
Well, that's better than leaving the locks in place. Will you do this for us? Sure. I'll do whatever I can.
We've got to wait another day? Hang in there, Maya. You're going to have to call on your inner strength now. Poor Maya. She's probably in there saying, I'm hungry. Poor girl. Night of the crime. You know what, Iris? There's still one thing I don't quite get.
And what might that be, Phoenix Wright?
I think it's obvious. Iris, on the night of the murder, where were you? Please, Iris, don't give me that look. You told us that you were in your room at Hazakura Temple at the time of the incident. But you were seen that same evening at the inner temple. And then, you were spotted at the scene of the crime in Hazakura Temple too.
Being spotted at both Hazakura Temple and the inner temple. It's as if you've,
Well, Iris, I think it's about time you told us the truth. Ah, no. Dang it. I knew it. There's something going on here that we don't know about. Aw. Come on, girl. Can we break this lock? You know what? I'll come back. I'll come back. Let's go to the garden. Check on our boo Edgeworth. The cubs are still combing the place. They look pretty nervous. I'd be nervous too. It's got to be a tough job. Especially with someone giving you the evil eye the whole time. Mutter, mutter. How could I have done that? Wow, I can't believe it's still bothering him. Edgeworth? Ah! I'm just trying to imagine, I wish I could see this part. Well, hopefully they'll show it in the anime. You know, like Edgeworth freaking out when Phoenix comes up behind him. Hey, don't you dare run away. And then, did Edgeworth actually try to run away, or did he just turn abruptly on his heel and start walking away? And he comes back begrudgingly. I love that. I love their interactions. It's so funny. What do you want, right? What do I want? If you came here to laugh at me, then get on with it. Go on, laugh away. I was ready to hug it out with him, but he's just the same prideful Edgeworth. Aw, hug it out, man. Have your little bro TP moment. You went back to the Criminal Affairs Department, right? You said you wanted to look into something concerning Iris. Yes. And thanks to what I found, I was reminded of something terrible.
Mm-hmm. We know what that is. Talk about it, bruh.
You guys are putting a lot of effort into the investigation of the garden here, huh? There's a high chance this is the actual scene of the crime. That's why. You mean because of the writing in blood and the talisman in the snow? Exactly. As you know, those things couldn't have been planted here after the murder. But surely, you don't suspect Maya, do you? We have to treat everyone as a suspect, Maya as well as Iris. It's our job, right?
I guess. Talk about the earthquakes.
So, I guess you still haven't gotten over your fear of earthquakes. No, thankfully, my nightmares have stopped. But still, if the ground gives even the slightest tremor, I find myself short of breath. 17 years ago,
Yep, here we go. Flashback time.
when we were little school kids at the same elementary school, Edgeworth found himself in the middle of a murder. It all started with that big quake that hit the courthouse.
So sad. Oh, there's that music.
Yes, I was stuck in the elevator with my father, who was a defense attorney.
Lawyer, sorry.
We were deprived of oxygen and we passed out. That's when it happened. That single gunshot shattered my whole life.
But we at least solved the murder years later.
I lost everything that day, all because of that earthquake. My dreams, my family, and myself. It's been more than 17 years now. And that case was finally resolved 3 years ago, right? He says right, as if Edgeworth doesn't know or doesn't remember. You think I don't know that? I was there, but it was such a shock. I never imagined I could be so wrong about myself and my life. I'm sorry, Wright. There's nothing else I can say. Please stop dredging up this terrible, terrible memory. Not after you chose to become a lawyer for my sake, and not after you saved me. Edgeworth, you're stronger than you think, so no more of this self-pity, okay?
Aw, such bros. Alright, let's talk about Iris.
There was something that bothered me about her from the moment we met. I felt like I'd seen her somewhere before. No, wait. Not somewhere. I felt like I'd seen her in court before. So you went back to the Criminal Affairs Department to look for her file? Yes, I checked over every case file I've ever worked on. And I was right. I had seen her face before, 6 years ago. 6 years ago. It was my first appearance in court, and as cases go, it was my worst nightmare. Worst? Worst.
Really, typos?
So, who is she?
Phoenix, come on, you already know.
I'm sorry, Wright. I can't give that information away to a member of the general public. What? Why not? It might be the crucial piece of the puzzle that solves this case. The woman I knew was the daughter of a jewelry store owner. She had nothing to do with Iris and Hazakura Temple. And neither did the case. No, that woman is completely unrelated to this murder.
Are you sure about that, bruh?
Unrelated? Yes, I can say that with complete confidence. You're wrong, Edgeworth. She's totally related to this case. I need to fill Edgeworth in. I need to explain the connection between Iris and the woman Edgeworth knew.
Okay, but how do we do that? What do we have? what do we have here? Okay, maybe I can go break those cyclocks. So let me go try that now then. I'll be back, Edgeworth. Oh, or not. Did I click on the wrong thing? I'm finally getting to the bottom of this case. I can count on Iris to break those locks, so I should try to gather more clues. From Sister Bikini, Edgeworth, Gumshoe, and Pearls. Oh! Oh, so I was not supposed to go back to Iris yet. I see. Okay. I was like, what? I don't think we could break them yet. So we'll go talk to the 3 he just mentioned. That's fine. We need more evidence. It's weird that there's no one around all of a sudden. It sure gets quiet up here in the mountains when you're all on your own. Speaking of alone, I guess I should go check out the shack just down this path. Maybe I'll find Larry there sulking again. Oh, Larry. Oh, Larry. Larry. Take down those stupid decorations, dude.
Oh, Mr. Nick!
Pearls, what are you doing here?
Nothing. What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright?
Well, we don't know yet.
Oh, I see.
Hey, what do you think you're doing here, Nick? Larry. This is the loser shack, where losers get themselves to lose. Wait, get them together to lose themselves. What the? Larry, why are you calling Pearl a loser? She's nothing like you. This is the what? Hey, we find comfort in each other's failures, okay? You got a problem with that, bruh?
Look, Mr. Nick, Mr. Larice did a picture of me.
That's, great, Pearls. As long as you're not flying over a bridge. Sorry. We're going to gather firewood now. We'll be cooking some half-rotten potatoes over a miserable little campfire. So stay out of our way. I don't believe this. Why can't he try getting fired up over becoming a better man? No one believes a word I say anymore. Listen to me, Pearl. You don't want to trust this kind of guy, okay? He'll only let you down.
Oh, Mystic Maya.
Like she's ignoring him. Pearl, sweetheart, I don't want you hanging out with this guy. He's not a good influence, okay? Let's talk to Pearl before we end the episode. Larissa's sketch. Oh, I guess we could talk to either of them. Larry, is there something you want to tell me about this picture? Heh, I've got nothing to say to you, Nick. My life's here now with Pearl. 2 losers cooking potatoes together forevermore. Dude, no, we are not going to let you keep Pearl there forever. You can stay here if you want, but do not bring her down to your level. What am I going to do with him? Alright then, what do you think about this picture, Pearls?
I think it's really well drawn. I can't draw at all, so I think it's really amazing.
See? Someone appreciates it. It's tough getting the flames to look like that, you know?
It's supposed to be Sister Iris flying through the air, isn't it? I love it. It's like a dream. A wonderful fantasy.
No, it wasn't a dream. She really flew. I'm telling you, Iris really flew that night.
Huh? But, Mr. Larice...
Not you too. Please don't look at me like that, Pearl. Don't look at me like I'm some kind of nutcase. I beg of you. I guess this picture really is a representation of what Larry thinks he saw. Okay, so I was half asleep when I was here that night. But I was wide awake after the lightning struck. And I saw what I saw. It was exactly like what I drew in the picture. And it looks like I don't have any choice but to take this sketch at face value. Hey, what's with that look of doubt on your face?
Okay. The night of the crime.
Pearls,
Yes, Mr. Nick?
I've been meaning to ask you about the night of the murder.
Uh,
Where were you, and what exactly were you doing when it all happened?
I, I was just, well, I'm just a kid, you know? I'm sure it doesn't really matter what I was doing, does it, Mr. Nick?
Sorry, Pearls, but yes, it does. On the night of the murder, you were supposed to be in Miss Donham's room, reading a book together. But Miss Donham was murdered, and you, Pearls, were at the Inner Temple.
Uh,
Just what exactly happened that night, Pearls?
I'm really sorry, Mr. Nick.
No! Why do you always lie to me, Pearls? Jesus, 5!
I've been a bad girl. I know I'll be punished.
Whoa, that sounds kind of creepy. What are you talking about, Pearls?
My spiritual power, it has disappeared.
Whoa. What? Her powers have disappeared?
That's, interesting. Okay, let's talk about that.
What do you mean your power has disappeared, Pearls?
It's all over for me. A spirit medium who can't channel spirits is like a painter who can't paint.
Hey, what are you looking at me for? Pearls, did you try to channel someone's spirit right here at Hazakura Temple? Tried but failed, perhaps? Way to go, Nick! You made her cry! That was really cruel of you! What the hell? Why are you crying? Just as I thought. I'm going to have to break her cyclock to get the truth out of her.
Why? There's so many cyclocks to break, and I just... What do I have? There's this testimony. There's so many... I can't break it. Dag nabbit. I'm just gonna have to leave you crying then. Y'all keeping me busy, man. Can't even get a moment's rest. Okay. I wonder if Sister Bikini has gone back to the main hall already. I haven't seen Gumshoe around for a while either. Maybe they're having a cup of tea together somewhere. I bet Gumshoe is Sister Bikini's type. She was picking on Gumshoe before, so I don't know about that. I think Edgeworth is more her type. Alright, well that will be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this, and until next time, have a nice day.
Bye.